Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. Thank you again for our time together. When we use the term bully, sometimes here in the Philippines, it's almost a funny term that's used between extremely close friends. And when they bully each other, they're teasing each other. And it's a cute thing and it's a fun thing. And nobody's hurt and there's no pain involved. It's just friends teasing each other nicely. But there's another aspect of bullying today that we see around the world that many young people, elementary school, high school, especially young college, where they go through where it's not a nice thing. And the term bullying takes on a very ugly thing. And usually it's someone who is in the minority. And by minority, I don't just mean physical prejudices. I mean, maybe it's someone who stands off, they're a little shy, they're off on their own. They're outnumbered by everybody around them. And if you're listening to me today and you've been bullied, and if you wonder, does anybody understand? I want you to know that Jesus does. I want you to look at what the Bible says in John 19, beginning with verse 1. Then Pilate took Jesus and had flogged him, and the soldiers twisted together a crown of thorns and put it on his head, arrayed him in a purple robe. They came up to him and said, "Hail, King of the Jews," and struck him with their hands. Now I want you to notice, Jesus was bullied. They put funny clothes on him and made fun of him. They put a fake crown on his head and made fun of him. They slapped him and punched him. They made fun of him. This was not a pleasant experience. This wasn't good-natured teasing taking place. This wasn't close friends enjoying one another and bonding. This was brutal. This was mean. Now some of you, you've been through that. Some of you, you've had someone put clothes on you that weren't yours because they wanted to make fun of you. Some of you, they've made you wear a hat to make fun of you. Well, they did that to Jesus right here. Some of you, you've been all alone and 5 or 6 people have come up and punched you and slapped you and laughed, and they thought it was a lot of fun, but it wasn't any fun for you at all. I want you to understand Jesus knows what that was like. Jesus knows, and Jesus cares. Now, young people, sometimes you got to hold your head up. It's a cruel world out there. I wish I could look at you and say it wasn't. It's a cruel world out there. And sometimes the cruelest eras of your life are high school and college. And for some of you, it's been since elementary school. The same group of people have bullied you, and your parents don't seem to understand. Well, I want you to know that God understands. And I want you to know that Jesus completely feels and understands what you feel. Can I encourage you to come to Jesus? Just bring your heart to Jesus. Don't let these people drive the confidence out of your heart. Don't let these people break your spirit. They didn't break Jesus' spirit. Jesus said, "No one took my life." Jesus was not a martyr. Jesus said, "I lay it down." They never broke his spirit. Don't let these bullies break your spirit.